Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. So we are still on our North Coast journey. Now, did you know that Mrs. Violet Moss Brown, she was the oldest verified living person in the world for 5 months? She was born on March 10th, 1900. She passed away on September 15th, 2017. Mrs. Brown, she was born at Duanville in the parish of Trelawney. She had 6 children in total. Now, 4 of the children were still alive at the time of her death in 2017. Her first child, Harland Fairweather, he died on April 19th, 2017, 4 days after his 97th birthday. Up to the time of Mr. Fairweather's death, it was believed that he was the oldest person in the world with a living parent. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, that female on your screen, her name is Kitania Fullwood. She is from New Hope in the Little London Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. Kitania, she has been reported missing at the Little London Police Station. She was last seen by her relative on Tuesday, September 13. Kitania is 18 years old. Now, Kitania, if you are listening to this, your family is worried sick about you. And if you know where Kitania is, please contact the Little London Police Station at 876-955-7449. That's 876-955-7449. Now, we are learning that the government, they are considering naming Negril a municipality, similar to what obtains at Portmore. It is said that pretty soon there will be an announcement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. This means that people of Negril, they will elect their own mayor, etc. And did you know that parts of Negril is also in the parish of Hanover? Yes man, hotels like Rio, Royalton, Couples, Sandals, Hedonism 2, Azul, they are all in the parish of Hanover. So the government, they are aiming to bring Negril under one umbrella. And by the way, that sign that was recently unveiled in Negril, if you look on your screen, that is the sign. It is reported that it cost 12 million Jamaican dollars, or approximately 80,000 United States dollars. In light of what is to come for Negril, do you think that money is well spent? Drop your comments in the comment section below. And there were some photographs going around that the sign was vandalized. That is not true. Now, in today's news, we are learning that some operations at the Falmouth Hospital in the parish of Trelawney were affected early yesterday morning, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, from as early as minutes after 6 o'clock. It is reported that someone called the authorities, and they reported that 3 men were seen planting explosive devices along the beach across from the main entrance of the Falmouth Hospital. The area was evacuated by the police, and the road, it was closed off and traffic detoured. The police, the JDF, that's the Jamaica Defence Force, and the Jamaica Fire Brigade, they all got involved. The area, like we said, it was evacuated. Checks were made by personnel from the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team of the JDF. However, no explosive or other suspicious device were found. It wasn't until sometime after 1 p.m. before the area was declared safe. Regular operations were restored at the facility and the roadway was reopened. This was all because of one idiot with a cellular phone. Now, can you imagine sending your child to school and that child ends up in a hospital battling for his or her life, and that is because of violence in the school? The latest incident, it took place at the Spot Valley High School in the parish of St. James. It took place yesterday afternoon, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, about some minutes to 3 o'clock. We are learning that 2 students both 15 years old. One of them, he's called Dwayne, and the other one, he's called Mikhail. They are both living in the parish of St. James. It is said that both of them, they had a dispute at school which escalated into a fight. It is alleged that Dwayne, he pulled a knife which he used to stab Mikhail in his chest. We are told that Mikhail, he was rushed to the Falmouth Hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. We are told that one of his lungs was punctured. We are also learning that Dwayne, he was taken into police custody. Boy, may I tell you, children are living what they are learning. Let's hope that this youngster, he survives. In this next incident, that man on your screen, his name is Errol White, but he's popularly known as Rico. Rico, he will be celebrating his 32nd birthday in November of this year. Rico, he lived at Lilliput in the parish of St. James. Now, Rico, he used to work at a store in Montego Bay named Super 88, but he quit that job about 6 months ago and started running taxi. He used to drive a Toyota, well, I'm not sure if it's a Toyota Noah or a Toyota Voxy, but he used to ply the route Montego Bay to Rosal in the parish of St. James. So we are learning that on Monday, September 12th, 2022, Rico, he got a charter and he carried some folks to the Spanish Bridge River in the parish of St. Mary. Now, we are going to show you a clipping. In this clipping, you're going to see reggae superstar Shensia jumping off the bridge. Watch the clipping and you will understand what happened. It is said that whilst at the river, he jumped off on the rope and he dropped into the water. Similar to what you see Shensia doing. It is said that persons who were there at the river, they realized that Rico, he was taking too long to come back up from under the water. He had gotten into difficulties and was drowning. Persons went in and rescued Rico. He was taken out of the water and we are not sure what kind of assistance was given to him because we are told that no trained personnel were at the river. Rico, he was rushed to hospital, but it was too late. He was pronounced DEAD on arrival. We are learning that a male and a female, they also drowned in the same river recently. Now, if you plan on visiting this river, please me I beg you now, be ye careful because although it is a busy attraction, there is no trained medical person or lifeguard around to assist you if you get into any difficulty. We would like to take time out to say condolences to the family and friends of Rico. May his soul rest in peace. Now, in this next incident, it took place at Tank Road in the Cambridge police area in the parish of St. James. It took place yesterday morning, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, about 6 o'clock. We are learning that a joint police military team, they carried out an operation at a house at Tank Road. The house, it was searched and one black Taurus 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine containing 18 rounds of 9mm cartridges were found. They were found in a table drawer. 4 persons who were in the house at the time, they were arrested and charged by the police. One, his name is Romario Williamson, but he's popularly known as Beng. We are told that Beng, he's a known hoodlum. He's said to be about 24 years old. The second male charge is Shawn Blackwood. He's 21 years old. Now, 2 females were also charged. One is Nevena Walker. She's said to be about 22 years old and she's a hairdresser by profession. Also, a 16-year-old student named Abigail. She was also charged. So, all 4 persons, they will be going to the courts shortly to face their judgment. Now, congratulations to the intelligencers for passing on the intelligence to the police. And St. James Police and soldiers, big up on yourself. Enough respect. Job well done. This next incident, it took place at Ambi Drive at Hendon Norwood in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. It took place last night, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, about 8:30. We are learning that a man, he's popularly known as Loki, and he's said to be in his mid-40s. He's living in the parish of St. James. We are told that Loki, he was sitting and talking to a man. They were sitting along the roadway at Amby Drive. We are learning that a lone hoodlum walked up. He was armed with a gun in his hand. It is said that this hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Loki. Loki, he managed to run off, and the hoodlum, he made good his escape. It was then realized that Loki, he was shot. He had received gunshot wounds to his left hand and his right foot. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 7 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. Now, this next incident took place last night again, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, about 10 o'clock. It took place on the Sandy Bay Primary School compound at Church Lane in Sandy Bay in the parish of Hanover. We are learning that a man, he's said to be in his early 30s. Last night, this man, he was standing on the school compound, which is near to his home, and he was talking to a female. We are told that he's well acquainted with this female. She is from a Montego Bay address. It is said that whilst he was talking to this female, gunshots were heard. A family member of that man who lived nearby, he went to investigate, and we are told that he saw the man lying on the ground and he was bleeding. The police were called, and when they went on the scene, it was realized that that man, he had received gunshot wounds to the right side of his chest. He was rushed by the police to a nearby hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. Boy, may I tell you, it is not a good thing being a nurse or a doctor working in any hospital in Jamaica right now. Trust me, the health system is totally overwhelmed. When a gunshot, a traffic accident, or something else, boy, may I tell you. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you touched on the love button as yet? Have you touched on the thumbs up button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. And if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Let me tell you something. The stories that we bring, we put a whole heap of work into it. We do a whole heap of investigation. We do a whole heap of digging. Our style of bringing the news to you is not gonna change. So if you are impatient, yes or no for you. If you're gonna come over here and talk about me take too long to reach to the point, yes or no for you. That's not what we do. That's not what built this channel from the ground up. We are continuing to do what we have been doing from day one. My nice, clean subscribers, big up on yourself. Now, in the final story for today, that man on your screen, his name is Keno Lawrence. Keno was 41 years old and he lived at Campbell's Lane in the Mount Salem area in the parish of St. James. So, looking at Keno, I posted his photo on Facebook and I have seen the comments. Some people, they are saying that Keno, him look like a chopper. Some people are saying that Keno, him look like a hoodlum. So we went out and we did some serious digging. And we found out that Keno, he's not known to be involved in any type of criminality. And I said he's not known to be. I am not saying he was not. I'm just saying there is no evidence to say he was involved. We spoke to multiple sources and we are told that Keno, he's always doing construction work. Keno's mother has been working as a civilian worker at a certain police establishment in the parish of St. James for many years. It is said that for months now, Kino, he has been working at the site where they are building a medical facility at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are told that Kino, he would be present from early in the morning and he would leave work minutes after 6 in the afternoon. So yesterday afternoon, Thursday, September 15th, 2022, was one such afternoon. Kino, he had left work some minutes after 6 o'clock and he was heading home. We are told that Kino, he was walking with two men who also work on the same site. But it is said that one of the men who Kino was walking with, he was marked for death by some hoodlums. We are not sure why. So Kino and his two co-workers, they were walking along the road and they were now on Brunswick Lane. This was about 6:30. We are told that all three, they were approached by hoodlums. The hoodlums, they were armed with M16 rifle and 9mm pistols. It is said that the other men who were walking with Kino, they ran off. The hoodlums opened gunfire at them, but they escaped unhurt. Kino, he didn't run. Now, some people are saying that Kino didn't run because him know him and nobody no have nothing. Others are saying Kino didn't run because he panicked. The hoodlums, they then turned their weapons on Kino, killing him on the spot. We are told that when this crime scene was processed, a number of 5.56 and 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now